Hi y'all, Darla here with Growing Tropical. I am really excited about this particular project because I love the idea of growing houseplants in my house, but I have never really been able to grow all the houseplants in the house that I really would like to, primarily because I don't have a home that has a lot of natural light that comes in. We've got, some specific windows. I have a window in our den and I have a window on the south side of our home that I have tables by, that I have plants that grow in that look really nice. But in the other parts of the house where I would really like to have plants, they don't really do well for me because they don't get enough light, or they don't get what they really need. So I was looking the other day, I was staring actually at this space right behind me. This is a nook area. And usually I don't know, most of the time of the year, I guess I should say, with the exception of Christmas time, because Christmas time, this area turns into basically just like a little winter wonderland. I usually decorate it all up for Christmas, and it's the only time in this area that it stays nice and clean and pretty. The other times of the year, not the non-Christmas times of the year, this place is like a catch-all. And I know all houses have junk drawers and catch-alls. Well, this area, it collects mail. It collects anything that when we walk from the front door back to the back door through the kitchen, things just get thrown there. And no matter how hard I try to not let that happen, it just does. And so I thought, I've got to do something. I've got to do something with this area to make it look, nice. And I ideally would love to have plants here because it's just such a pretty little area. So after much deliberation, going over and over and over in my head, I thought, what would be really cool to do? I would love to be able to put grow lights up underneath of my counter here. Now I do have puck lights underneath there. These are LED puck lights that my husband put in when we put our kitchen back in. Gosh, we installed this kitchen probably back in 2007, I think it is. So it's been a while. So the lights are probably dated. Not probably, they are a little dated. They still work, but there's not enough light for them, or there's not enough light put out by those little puck lights to provide the lighting that my plants need to thrive. So with all the way technology has come forward, the grow lights that they make now, I mean, my gosh, you can buy kits and grow lights, you can buy little puck lights, you can buy strip lights, you can buy just the bulbs, you can buy clamps. I mean, there's just like so many different types of grow lights out there that I thought, okay, I've got to be able to do this. This has got to be a no-brainer. This has got to be easy. And the finding the grow lights that will fit underneath here was the easy part. The difficult part was, and I don't know how y'all are, but when I went in and I started looking up grow lights and tried to, figure out what it is exactly that I needed, oh my gosh, it was so confusing to me. I mean, I just, I consider myself to be, a pretty handy person and pretty intelligent when it comes to, looking up something and being able to decipher, what I need. But I got to tell you, between trying to figure out full spectrum, diodes, purple light, blue light, white light, red light, lumens, I was like, my head was exploding just trying to figure out, okay, all I want to do is put a simple grow light in my house. I don't want anything complicated. And y'all, this is what I did. I gathered just enough information to be able to figure out what would be, or what I think would be, good grow lights. In other words, what would actually fit up underneath my cabinetry here, what the appropriate light would be that I think my plants will need to thrive. In other words, the brightness of them. And, I came to the conclusion that instead of going with like the purple lighting and the blue lighting or the red lighting, as full spectrum goes, I decided to go with just white light, because from what I'm understanding, the white light if it's full spectrum white light, you usually get a little bit of all of those lights all wrapped into the white lighting. At least that's what I'm reading. If that is not the case, I welcome any comments from any of you guys to let me know if I'm on the right track or if I'm just kind of over in left field somewhere. But irregardless, what I've done was I went on Amazon, and again, because I gathered just enough information, I went on Amazon and I chose grow lights that I thought would accommodate what I need here. And then I just went through and I started looking at grow lights that I needed or that fit my, you know, my scope of what I needed. And I started looking up the reviews. I don't know how y'all are, but reviews are huge to me. I mean, everything that I do, when I purchase something anymore, I always go and look at the reviews. And, you know, you have to kind of sometimes take it with a grain of salt, because I've read reviews on, you know, things that are, you know, someone will say, you know, oh, it worked really good. I love the product, but the package was damaged and they gave it a 3-star. Okay, you've got to be a little bit more, you've got to kind of take some things with a grain of salt. And when I was reading the reviews on the grow light, I've got it right here. I haven't even opened it yet. But when I went ahead and I ordered this, or before I ordered it, I was looking at the reviews on this particular grow light, and there were over 900 reviews on this thing. And I was scrolling through, and I was looking and looking and looking, and I did not find, and on all the scrolls that I was going through, I did not find one negative comment. They were all, now there might have been you know, negative comments, because it had like almost a 5-star. It was like a 4.5-star rating of over, like I said, 900, you know, some reviews. Like I said, I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled and scrolled, and I had yet to find a negative review. And I thought, okay, this is a good thing. This is a good sign. So that is how I chose these grow lights. Gathered just enough information that I thought would be, you know, good for what I needed here. And then with that bit of information, went through the reviews and chose a light. So that is where I'm at right now. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up this box together and look to see what is actually in here. This is my first time you know, ever using grow lights. I've never grown anything in the house with grow lights, and everything that I do house plant wise, you know, is always outside in window boxes or on my porch anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and let's get this box open and let's see what is inside. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead. Actually, I'm going to turn the puck lights on, and these are just the lights that are underneath here, like that I had talked about earlier. Let's go ahead and open this up together and see what we've got. This is exciting because I've never had grow lights, so I do not know what to expect. Okay, well that's pretty simple, isn't it? Okay, let's go ahead and open up this little box here. Well, definitely packed it well for sure. And let's see. Make sure. Okay, I'm not real sure if that's a brand name, Colas, I think it is, or whatever. But what I'm going to do, you guys, too, is I'm going to drop the description, or drop the link in the description. If y'all are interested in these lights at all, I'll drop it down so you guys can actually take a look and review it for yourself. But these are strip lights, and okay, pretty cut and dry. There's a picture of what they actually, let me see, make sure I can get that focused. Hold on, let me turn this off because I think it's not focusing. There. This is what they are. They're the strip lighting. It is the Colas brand LED grow lights. And basically this, let's see, let's go ahead and I'm going to cut this all out here very carefully, not cutting any wires or anything like that. Couldn't get these guys out of here. And the reason I chose the strip lighting the way that I did was because I thought that, and let me show you guys what we've got going on here as far as, I'm going to tilt the camera up and under to show you what it looks like up underneath of the cabinets here. Can you guys see that okay? Let me see if I can maybe, there we go. There, this is what it looks like underneath of our cabinets. This is one of the puck lights that we actually have underneath there. And then over here is another puck light. These are just regular LED puck lights that that my husband had installed when we installed these cabinets. And of course, there's another one over here. I hope that you guys can see this. I'm just kind of sticking the camera up underneath here, but this is what it looks like. So I thought it would be really nice to put the strips, you know, just like straight across underneath of here, like so. That is what the plan is anyway. So back to what we were doing here. Okay, here is, and I don't know exactly how all this is going to work. It looks like they've given us an adapter here, or the actual, you know what, you guys have to forgive me because I am, when it comes, yeah, it is actually, it is called an adapter. Whoa, I got it right. I'm kind of like ignorant when it comes to knowing what all these parts are and everything, but anyway, that is the adapter. And then all these pieces, let me make sure I get all this off here. And it comes with two-way tape that you can actually, which I loved. It was a situation where if you have something where you can just stick it up underneath, you know, these two-way tapes. And the only reason I know this is because this is what I saw, like when I was, you know, reviewing it online. I was watching what they actually did, and that is how they attached it. Or if that does not work, they actually have screw holes, and here are the screws that come with it that can actually just, you can put the screws right inside there. Hope I have the camera still where you guys can see that. Yeah. And then it will go like, yay. Actually, I'm going to flip the camera once again, but anyway, it'll go like this. And then you can screw into those holes, and yeah, like that. So these are, I want to say they were, gosh, did it say how? I'm trying to see if it said exactly how long they were. It did say how long they were, and I do not know. But how long does that look? Maybe about 18 inches, 12 inches. I'm terrible with when it comes to measurements. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But I am going to, I think I'm going to use the two-way, the two-way strips that go there. And I may end up having to, wow, I think that'll fit. I think that'll go really, really well. That should go just like that. Actually, I think that'll go really well. So let me go ahead and get it all set up here. And I'm going to bend down here so y'all can see me. I'm going to get the camera all set up, and you guys basically can see what, you know, what I was talking about here as far as the actual strips themselves. And let me, like I said, I'll get the camera set up so we can see exactly how I'm going to stick them up there and how it's all going to work. Because I want it to be, I want to also make it to where these wires, I can't stand wires. I hate when there are wires all over the walls and everything, and I want them tacked up really nice, and I may require my husband's assistance with that, but that's not a big deal. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started putting these grow lights up, because I am like super excited to get all the plants that I went and got today, and to put them underneath here, and you know, see what it looks like. So let's go ahead and get the camera set up and start putting these on. Okay, so what I've done is I've got all the lighting laid out here on the nook area, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, out of the 3 of these strip lighting, 2 of them we're going to put the two-way tape on, and we're going to stick them up underneath of the cabinet. But the 3rd one, it's just there is a bar, if you will, underneath here that doesn't allow the strip to lay flush. So I'm going to enlist the help of my husband, and we're going to utilize the screws up underneath there. But before we do that one, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. I'm going to put my glasses on here, and I'm going to go ahead. I read on the instructions, and it didn't say which side to put down. So there's stick on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just take off this side first, and I'm going to lay it right as even as I can in between the 2 end pieces here. I'm going to secure it really well, and then I'm going to go ahead and take off the back piece here, peel it off. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fix it. This is all wood that is up underneath here. So what I'm going to do is we have an existing puck light right here That is not a grow light, actually. This is just a regular, puck light that we had bought, like I said, when we refurbished the kitchen, or not refurbished, when we remodeled the kitchen back in 2007. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this strip grow light about right in here. And just try to smooth stick it as good as I can here. That feels like it's pretty strong, actually. So that's nice and stuck up in there. And then I'm going to go over here to the next one. And then making sure we go ahead and get it nice and centered in, or on the strip. Like that. And smooth it out. And then go ahead and take this other piece off. And once again, I'm going to come up underneath here, and I'm going to go right behind the existing puck light. I'm going to turn my head this way so you can hopefully see, and stick it up right about like that, making sure to secure it up there. Feels pretty secure. Okay, now this third one over here, what we're going to do, again, we're not going to utilize the two-way tape. We're going to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and let my husband do the big part of this, and I'm going to go ahead and just hold it for him. But we're going to go ahead and, just so you can see, we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick it up there. I think he said about like this, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Robin? Isn't that what you said? To stick it up about, we're going to come back here because here's an existing puck light, but he's going to go ahead and he's going to tack it into, or screw it into this this beam right here, this piece of wood right here. And I think we're going to do the same thing over here. So we're going to go ahead and switch the camera up, and I'm going to hold the camera for him while he drills this in. Okay, so we ran into just a small little glitch over here on this side, because this cabinet right here is just, it's not as wide as the other cabinet side was. Yeah, let me get the focus here. This piece right here will fit perfect. It'll screw right into the wood right here. However, if you go down to this end here, the piece that needs to screw in, it just misses the wood. So my husband and I are trying to figure out what we need to do to get this to work. And I think it's a pretty simple solution. We just need to figure out what the best solution is here to do. So that's where we are. Okay, I think we've got this all figured out. What my husband's done is he has cut some blocks of wood here, 2 pieces, and we are going to, I'm going to flip this, nothing like working upside down on your head, you know. We're going to go ahead and we are going to put the blocks up like this. And then again, we're going to put the blocks up here like, whoops, this. And once we get those blocks up there, then we'll go ahead and we'll lay the strip in and screw it up. So there's one block right there that we got nice and firm, and the lights will fit or fix right to that. We're going to do another one here. And again, just drilling these pilot holes in here. There goes the block of wood. It's so much easier to screw that block of wood right into those pilot holes. So he went ahead and got that pilot light, or I keep calling it a pilot light, a pilot hole screwed in there, pre-drilled hole actually. And now he's going to be able to screw it in a lot easier now that he's got his hole pre-drilled. But he got it. And he's just screwing that right into that pre-drilled hole. There you go. You got a good shot of it now. Right? Like, yay. You can see the light, the strip light goes all the way across, which is where we started before. Right here. Yay. Looks good. Okay, so we got all of the strip lights tacked up. As you can see, here they are all along Whoop, I'm gonna go around the cord. They're all tacked up. Now these last two, they were with two-way tape. And then this one over here, we went ahead and we put these blocks of wood, we affixed them to the bottom here, and we went ahead and we brought it over. Whoops. And then we affix it to another piece or a block right here. And there is the whole strip right there. And now we have an area that looks like this. And you can see the wires are dangling. Here is the black, where are we at? Here's the black wire. It's all kind of dangling down. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna tack this all up so you can't see this hanging down. There's the plug that the adapter, we're gonna go ahead and plug, the adapter in right here. So that'll be the only thing that you'll be able to see. And all these other wires, I can't stand wires and cords, they drive me absolutely nuts. But we're gonna use a staple gun and we're gonna go ahead and just tack it up, all that extra cord, we're gonna tack it up, much like we did the lights, with the staple. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Okay, so we are all done installing these grow lights, and it really was not complicated at all. He had a couple of little snafus with the lighting at this edge, or the end here. My husband just, he cut a couple of pieces of block and he fixed it up underneath the cabinetry, and then was able to go ahead and screw that light up, or fix that strip light right up where it needed to be. But other than that, you guys saw, followed along in the video where we actually put the two-way tape up underneath of the other two strips. And all in all, it really did go pretty well. This grow light system has been, you know, very, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It came with I think I showed you guys this earlier in the video. It is a Colas brand LED grow light system. Again, I will go ahead and I will drop the link to this grow light in the bottom of this video, in the description of this video. And if you guys are interested at all in this particular grow light, you can just, you know, click on that link. There are lots and lots and lots of grow systems on there. And again, I really have no experience with grow lights. This is just one, it's like an experiment for me. And I just chose based on, you know, what, you know, the information that I read and the things that I thought that I would need and what I thought would fit in this area that I was looking for, and went on the reviews on Amazon. That probably is one of the biggest things that I think that I followed, because it did get a really good rating system. So all in all, now what I'm looking forward to is planting up all the new plants that I bought from the nursery the other day, and getting them all put in place up here. And let me show you what this actually looks like when it's all lit up. Ta-da! I think it looks so pretty. I'm going to bring the camera in a little bit, but look how nice that looks. It just illuminates this whole area, just underneath this whole nook area. And I think it's just going to look really pretty with some plants just, you know, put all in here, and hopefully they'll thrive really well, because again, this was a very dark corner. So bringing the light into this corner, it's just, like I said, it's just going to be like a whole new area of our house now. I'm absolutely in love. So you guys, I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I love doing stuff like this, experiments. I will keep you updated on how my plants are actually doing in this space, and to see if I chose well on this particular grow light system. So you guys, until the next video, bye for now.